In 2025, while the Reds continue to cement their status as one of the Premier League's most powerful clubs, Man United face a pivotal moment in their quest for relevance after years of inconsistent results. The current landscape is rife with intrigue, especially as Liverpool have set their sights on a marquee forward from the Manchester Red side, Marcus Rashford, whose future now appears as uncertain as it does full of possibility. This narrative not only reflects the intertwined. The 2024-25 season was marked by stark contrasts between these two giants of English football. Liverpool shone as the undisputed protagonists of the league, clinching the Premier League title with panache, whereas Manchester United finished in a disappointing 15th place. That mediocre performance caused alarm within the club, prompting drastic changes to the squad and coaching staff. Ruben Amorim, appointed to revitalise the Red Devils, introduced a few new faces, but only Matheus Cunha, one of 3 summer signings, secured a place in the starting 11. Meanwhile, under the stewardship of manager Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes, Liverpool have already strengthened their squad with 6 major acquisitions, including Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez, raising expectations ahead of the new season. Nevertheless, even with a bolstered squad, the English champions are still searching for an additional forward to complement their winning machine. Among the most discussed targets is Alexander Isak, the young Newcastle United star, valued at an impressive £120 million. That transfer could become one of the most anticipated deals of the window, but as is always the case in the football market, plans can shift quickly. Should the attempt to convert Ollie Watkins of Aston Villa, Joanna Wisser of Brentford, Victor Osimhen of Napoli, and Rodrigo of Real Madrid. However, one name stands out for its audacity and controversy: Marcus Rashford. According to detailed reports from the Daily Mail, Liverpool's interest in Rashford emerged as a surprising idea, driven by the need to secure high-caliber attacking options. The Manchester United forward, currently on astronomical wages of £325,000 per week, is seen as a star who can light up any team. Yet the prospect of him moving to Anfield faces several obstacles. In addition to the historic rivalry between the clubs, there is also Rashford's personal preference. He apparently favours wearing Barcelona's shirt, his boyhood dream. Sources close to the player revealed to transfer correspondent Fraser Fletcher that Barcelona are in direct contact with Rashford and remain keen to sign him, although financial constraints have so far prevented a concrete deal. Rashford, who spent the second half of last season on loan at Aston Villa, is reportedly informing Manchester United's board that he wishes to leave Old Trafford this summer. This decision reflects not only his professional ambitions but also growing dissatisfaction with the direction the club has taken in recent years. To complicate matters further, Manchester United are involved in other parallel negotiations, seeking to bolster their own squad with a star from Aston Villa, as well as probing a standout player from Brighton and Hove Albion. These moves suggest that the Red Devils are prepared to make significant changes to restore their former glory, but this may come at the cost of parting ways with key figures like Rashford. What makes this story even more riveting is the tension between individual, collective and financial interests. For Liverpool, signing Rashford would constitute a monumental psychological blow to their arch-rivals, but it's also a high-risk gamble, considering the resistance such a transfer could provoke among Man United fans. Additionally, questions remain over whether Rashford would be willing to move to Anfield, where he would surely face scathing criticism from away supporters. Meanwhile, Barcelona remain an alluring destination for the Englishman, who sees the Catalan club as the chance to fulfill a long-held dream. While Barca's finances are still a barrier, the determination of both parties may yet overcome these obstacles. In the meantime, the transfer market continues to buzz with rumours and speculation. Newcastle United, renowned for their tough negotiating stance, have already rejected a significant bid for the previously mentioned forward, demonstrating that the fees involved in these deals are only headed in one direction, up. Another curious chapter of this saga is the refusal of a top striker to join Manchester United this summer, highlighting that money or prestige alone aren't always enough to attract exceptional talent. Every move, every bid and every decision appear meticulously calculated, creating a chessboard where each piece has a crucial role to play. This complex dynamic reflects the current state of modern football, where passion and strategy work hand in hand. For Liverpool, finding the ideal forward is essential to maintaining their Premier League hegemony. For Manchester United, rebuilding a competitive squad is crucial to regaining their standing among Europe's elite. And for Rashford, choosing his next destination could define the legacy he leaves in the sport. Regardless of how these negotiations unfold, one thing is certain: the coming months promise to bring thrilling twists, crucial decisions and narratives that will live long in the memory of football fans around the globe. In this context, it is clear that football is never just about goals and victories, it is also about dreams, rivalries, and the eternal pursuit of improvement. Whatever lies ahead for Rashford, Isaac, or any other player entangled in this web of interests, the off-pitch spectacle is as compelling as what unfolds on it. It is impossible to predict exactly how it will all end, but one thing is for sure: the next chapters of this story are set to be unmissable. It is also worth noting the increasingly pivotal role played by managers and sporting directors in these negotiations. Arne Slot, at the helm of Liverpool, has demonstrated from the outset a clear vision for shaping a squad capable of competing on multiple fronts. His analytical, strategic approach has earned praise from experts, and the search for a top-tier striker forms part of this long-term outlook. On the other side, Ruben Amorim, known for his intense, disciplined football philosophy, is striving to instill a new identity at Manchester United. Yet to realize that, he requires a squad fully committed to his vision, something Rashford apparently is not prepared to provide. Herein lies another fascinating layer of this tale: the manager-player relationship. Amorim, who has publicly stated that Rashford does not figure in his plans, now faces the challenge of facilitating the departure of an iconic player without damaging squad morale. For Slot, the potential acquisition of Rashford represents a unique opportunity to add quality and experience to Liverpool's frontline, yet it also carries the risk of internal friction should the player fail to fit into the club's culture. In this respect, decisions made by managers extend far beyond the pitch, directly influencing the environment and future success of their teams. Another intriguing aspect of this saga is its emotional impact on supporters. For Liverpool fans, the prospect of signing Rashford is exciting yet unsettling. On one hand, they see in the arrival of a player of such technical skill and physical prowess a chance to further strengthen the squad. On the other, the historic rivalry with Manchester United poses a psychological barrier, especially since Rashford is viewed as a symbol of their adversaries. For Man United supporters, Rashford's possible departure would represent a painful loss, not just on the field but symbolically as well. He is a homegrown talent carrying the Red Devils' DNA, making his potential exit all the more difficult to accept. At 27 years of age, Rashford is at a crucial juncture in his career. Following years of ups and downs, he must decide which path will best serve his personal and professional goals. Barcelona, with its rich history and distinctive playing style, appears to be the perfect fit, but financial constraints, on the other hand, offer the chance to compete for major trophies under the guidance of a visionary manager, although the pressure of playing for a rival club could prove intense. Whatever he chooses will have profound implications for both his own journey and the future of the clubs involved. Ultimately, this story serves as a reminder that football reflects society at large. The negotiations, rivalries, and dilemmas encountered by players and clubs mirror the complexities and contradictions of everyday life. As in the real world, there are no simple answers or universal solutions in football. It all depends on context, priorities, and specific circumstances. And precisely that unpredictability is what makes the sport so enthralling and engaging. As the transfer window progresses, fans worldwide wait with bated breath to discover how this plot will conclude. Will Rashford switch from Manchester United to Liverpool, smashing one of English football's greatest rivalries? Or will he finally fulfill his dream of donning Barcelona's colours, overcoming the financial hurdles that have so far stood in his way? Perhaps he will choose to remain at Manchester United, backing the club's reconstruction and hoping to lead them back to the pinnacle. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: this story will continue to captivate our imagination and fuel our passions, proving once again that football is much more than just a game.